Hello, it's late August 2020, and I'm going to introduce myself as your professor in your class. Maybe the audio would be better if I go old school, like we traditionally did before this terrible event of the coronavirus. So, I'm going to give one simple introduction, and I'm going to use it in Finance 780, which is business valuation, Finance 615, which is entrepreneurial finance, Finance 605, which is corporate finance, the first level at the 600 level, and Accounting 601, which is forensic accounting. So for all these classes, I say welcome. I'm glad to meet you, and I hope I get a chance to get to know you by email or Zoom or Sakai conversations. I'm sure we're all exhausted by the medical news that keeps coming out, and maybe we all have friends that have been sick or possibly, God forbid, died. But we need to plow ahead in our academic career. And so I want you to jump into Sakai. The website is now open for your course. And first, read the syllabus. Sometimes people say, I don't provide a word syllabus. Well, I do in some courses, and in other courses I just put it all into the boxes in Sakai. But you can click print, and then it'll create a PDF, and then you have a printable copy. Incidentally, I'm not putting this on my lapel because for some reason I'm not getting good volume from my iPhone, which is how I'm recording this, so I'm holding it up to my mouth. Your work will be primarily in lessons, which is on the left panel. There'll be a lesson for each week. It'll be numbered. Sometimes I put in, for some courses, extra lessons, superfluous in some people's eyes, and wonderful and exciting in other people's eyes. So those extra lessons are labeled as voluntary, or they're labeled as optional. And sometimes if I go out of the weekly lesson structure, I'll have a lesson there on the left panel that's got a descriptive name. So you may be asked to provide some answers to conversations or tests by an audio answer within Sakai, so make sure you have a microphone. You also might be asked to do team presentations like I'm doing right now with camera and sound. So be sure you get a webcam or you have a phone that has proper video capabilities. I'm recording this now on an iPhone Max 11. And I think the volume is a little low. Let me know if you can't hear me, and I'm not sure what I can do about that. It just doesn't seem to get as loud as I think it should. When I grade written essays, I often use turnitin.com to check for plagiarism, so don't plagiarize. When I grade, I'm not a big fan of rubrics. Sometimes I use them. Sometimes I just grade something A, B, C, or 95, or 90, or 85, or 55. And the difference is usually quality. It's not always something I can put words on. I mean, it doesn't mean you did a specific thing wrong. I'm just paid, I think, by society and by UB and by you through tuition to provide an assessment of the quality of your work. So if you got an A on one piece of written work and you got a C on the other, and you ask me privately why there was a difference, I'll try to be articulate. But when I enter the grade, I may simply be responding to the quality level. The quality of writing, the quality of the organization, the quality of your thinking. And I try to encourage you to avoid simple, superficial answers. You have to have some content. These are graduate courses at the 600 and 700 level, and that requires a certain commitment and a certain level of accumulated expertise. So I'm going to stop pontificating now, and I'm going to turn us over to the Sakai website for your course, which is now open. Thank you so much for